Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve this question closer to sort. Let's see what the question says. Given an array which is sorted, but after sorting, some elements are moved to either of the adjacent positions, that is, array of I may be present at array of I plus 1 or array of I minus 1. Write an efficient function to search an element in this array. Basically, the element array of I can be only be swapped with either array of I plus 1 or minus 1. Okay. So what the question says is, we are given with an array, you can see here, and an element. We have to search this element in this array. Okay. And the property of this array is this is sorted. But after sorting, some elements are swapped with their adjacent positions. Array of I plus 1 or array of I minus 1. Okay. So let's say if this array would have been sorted, what it will look like? It will be 2, 3, 4, 10 and 40, right? And what are we given with is this array. Okay, so how we got this array is we have swapped 3 with 2, which is 3 with its adjacent element and 2 with its adjacent element. So it will look like 3, 2. Okay, now what we have done, we have swapped these two elements. They are adjacent, right? We can swap them. So this is 10 and 4 and then 40, right? So this is the array that we are given with. So what we have to do, we have to find this element if this is present in this array or not. If it is present, we have to return the index. Otherwise, we have to return minus 1. Just like here 5 is not present, so we have to return minus 1. Now let's see how we can approach this question. Let's say we are given with this array and we have to find 2 in this array. So the simple solution is we just traverse through this array and compare this element with every element of this array. And when we find this element, we just return its index. Okay, this is a simple approach, brute force approach, and it will take big of n time, right? But as we know, the array is sorted. Some of the elements are swapped with their adjacent elements. So we will use this property and we will decrease this time complexity, right? So let's see how we can do that. So as you know, the array is sorted, right? But some elements are swapped with each other, right? So think about it a little bit. We know that the array is sorted. So can we use binary search to with some modifications so that it can be used here? Just take a minute and think about it, and we will continue. Okay. Now let's see how we can use binary search here. So let's say I have start here, end here, and we have to find mid, right? So mid will be 7 plus 0 by 2, which is 3. So mid is this. So how I found mid? Start plus end by 2, right? So we have to find 2. Okay, we know a particular element is only swapped by its adjacent element, right? So it became very simple. How? We just have to see if this element or its adjacent elements are equal to the element that we want to find. Okay, so first of all, what we will do, we will compare 2 with 4. It is not true, they are not equal. So we will see if mid minus 1th element is equal to 2. No, it is not. So we again compare it. If mid plus 1th element is equal to 2, no, it is not. So what we will do? We have to go? Either we go left or either we go right when these all elements are not equal. Take a minute and think about it. So what we have to do is we have to compare this element with our mid element, right? If this element is greater than the mid element, so as you know, the array is sorted to some extent, just adjacent elements are swapped. So we have to use simple binary search, which is if mid is greater than the element that we are given with, we have to go right because all the greater elements are on the right. Otherwise we have to go left. Okay. So this is what we have to do. We have to check this element with mid element, mid plus 1th element, and mid minus 1th element. Okay. If we get an element in any of these positions, we will return that index. Otherwise, if the element is greater than the mid element, okay, then as we know the array is sorted to some extent, we will go on the right side because greater elements are on the right side. Otherwise, if the current element is less than the mid element, we have to go left because smaller elements are on the left side. And there is one more advantage, as we have checked with mid plus 1, mid minus 1, we have to directly move to mid plus 2 and mid minus 2. Okay, that means now when we start another traversal and we go to right or left, we have to point our start either to mid plus 1, mid plus 2, or we have to point our end to mid minus 2, depending on where we are going. Okay, so let's complete this question and see how it is working. So as you can see here, our 2 is not equal to our mid plus 1, or mid minus 1th element. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to compare 4 and 2. So 4 is greater than 2, that means our element will be on the left side because our array of mid element is greater than x. So we have to go left. Go left. Okay. So for going left, what we have to do, we have to point our end to mid minus 2. That means now our end will point to mid minus 2 and we have to find our new mid. That will be 0 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 0. So our new mid will be 0th element. Okay. Now same thing will happen. We have to compare this with mid plus 1 and mid minus 1. Okay, so mid minus 1 is not present. We have to compare it with mid. So mid is 3 and our x is 2. They are not equal. So we will check with mid plus 1th element. Now 2 and 2 are equal. Okay, we have found our element and we will just return 1 here. Okay, we have to follow this algorithm, which is if array of mid is greater than x, we have to go left, right? If 4 is greater than 2, that means we have to go left because smaller elements will be on the left side. That means we have to make end is equal to mid minus 2. If array of mid is less than x, that means if array of mid is less than x, we have to go right. So in that case, we have to make our start equal to mid plus 2. Otherwise, if array of mid is equal to x, we have to return mid. If array of mid is equal to array of mid minus 1 equal to x, we have to return array of mid minus 1. If array of mid plus 1 equal to x, we have to return array of just mid plus 1 because we have to return index, right? And when we have to stop, when our start becomes greater than end. Okay, so this is a simple binary search algorithm that we have to follow, just with some modifications. I think you have got it. And just let's see the time complexity as well. It will be big of log n because we are using binary search. Okay, thank you.